What's up, y'all? It's the villain. I got something to reveal from Underdog. Unethical hoops, fire. Let me open this up.
That's fire, though.
How we set up.
I need that.
Like. Head snap. A lot of people do that. Hook. Was James Harden's move. Push off. Try this. You know I don't foul. Right.
That's fire, though. I need that.
Cinema, guys. So look, we got to talk about, Jay Williams, his receipts getting called out just from last year, and some of the things he said about SGA on today. And a lot of people are upset with the way SGA has played the game. Right? Okay,
That should be trash. That's why.
It seemed like they were a lot more loved last year, but as you know, the flopping has gone on more and more. Like.
He's too good to be doing that. That's what the problem is. SGA is not trash. SGA is good. He's great. He's too great to be flopping and foul baiting. It's boring. It's stupid. It's not. No, as a fan, you don't want to watch that. And people will remember history. We don't want to see that. That's how you got your points. Just like they talk trash about Bam's 83 points, 84 points, whatever he got. Because it was majority of free throws, like so.
He's good at selling contact that's actually there, but you know when he was falling down on those jumpers the other night and people weren't even in his vicinity, I think that really started to rub people the wrong way. I mean, he's a back-to-back MVP as well, so you know it's a lot of scrutiny that comes with that, but also, you know, just the way he's playing the game. You know, the way he is, like I
nobody
said,
even touched him. That's crazy.
On jump shots, you know, and really just looking for contact on every single play instead of just focusing on finishing the play at hand. Now, Jay Williams, this is what he said about Shai last year.
So I just want to make sure that I have this accurately, because being correct is important. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a free throw merchant because he gets fouled in the playoffs while averaging nearly 30 damn points a night? Got it. Okay. Let's actually check the receipts, though. 125 free throw attempts in 13 games. Wild. Mind-boggling, right? Unless you're, I don't know, LeBron in 2009, 188, MJ in 89, 190, D-Wade in 06, 136, Kobe 140, Larry Legend 138, Magic 134, or I don't know, AI 129. So basically, Shai is doing what legends have always done, but now it's a problem? Cool, so let's just retroactively label MJ as a free throw finesser, or...
Nah, you have to think about it, bro. If 10 people are doing something and they call out the 11th person, it has to be something that he's doing wrong, bro. It has to be, or it could be they just don't like him, but why? It's how he's getting the fouls. Like Kobe and them's not falling on the ground. People like Shaq was actually getting fouled. They fouled him because he couldn't shoot free throws, but people were actually getting fouled, bro, doing real moves. He's worried. He's just trying to get contact instead of just playing the game. Like that's the difference, bro. Like, come on, nobody wants to watch this. Shai is too good to be doing that. He can probably get a lot. He's probably could shoot the same amount of free throws if he wasn't trying to get them, though. That's what the problem is. Kobe wasn't doing this, falling on the ground and doing shit like that. He's actually getting fouled. They can't guard him. And don't even, like, come on, you know, Jordan's, you have to foul him.
LeBron is a contact connoisseur. How about D-Wade as the original Miami merchant? Or, I don't know, we can maybe just admit what's actually happening. SGA is just unguardable. And some folks are just mad he's not doing it with a loud shoe deal or a reality show. I don't know. Same moves,
what?
New era, stop crying, play defense.
LeBron didn't have no reality show. Everybody you just named didn't have no reality show. Or like, what are you talking about? We don't care about no fucking shoes, nigga. This nigga is falling on the ground, foul baiting the whole time, bro. It's not the same thing that you're talking about. Stupid.
Now, that's a stark contrast to the things that he said on live television today.
All day long. But one of the reasons you find yourself rooting for him is because he plays through all that SHIT. He plays through all of it.
Unless he hits you with an elbow. But yes,
he does do that. The one time he retaliates. But then you watch, you know, contradictorily, when you watch OKC play, every single call, every single time they shoot, SGA is landing in somebody's region, he's falling down, and you're just like, how do I root for that? I see why I can root for that. I can't root for that.
You're rooting for ethical hoops.
As a fan of the game, I just want to see the game.
Oh, he just talking.
And there are times when I watch OKC play,
He just be talking.
I don't feel like they respect the process of the game. It's too much.
But as a
foul
competitor, you understand that the Thunder are doing what works for them.
He just said it's too much foul baiting.
Sure, but when you fall down
What?
95% of every shot that you take in the fourth quarter, at some point, and I'm glad that the refs are not calling it, I get psychologically exhausted. It makes me check out of the game.
But that's the
Give everybody buckets all day long. Like, both things can be true.
Okay.
But I want to challenge you, and I'm going to push back on you, SA, here. When you talk about let's not act like other elite players do it like this. Who?
Haven't tried
Who do you
to.
see that
Haven't
flails,
tried to.
that flails his body the way he does?
Can I get
Throw
in
his
there?
head back.
I felt that James Harden did it for years.
Think about the thousands of camera images captured of him doing it like that.
Yeah, because he done made finals runs and he done won
But
a championship.
who else has done it
I'm
like
about,
that,
I'm about
though,
to tell,
KP?
I'm about to tell you. Jokic do it.
Not that
Jokic
frequency.
flops all the time. Luka.
Yeah, Jokic do be flopping. Or he just be crying for every type of call.
Is Luka going to be in the top 15, top 20 greatest player of all time?
Now, SGA's flopping will continue to be a topic of discussion throughout this postseason. And again, I'm all for people selling calls, right? Like, when you feel contact, it's partly your job that the official sees it. I don't like necessarily calls where players head fake and jump forward into a person who is jumping to contest the shot, especially if they use verticality. I'm only a fan of fouls when players are jumping out of control into your space. If you can jump into them, then it really changes how much they can contest, and so that really hurts the defender.
And it looks
Shai,
stupid. You're jumping
I think,
into me.
if this is
That's
called
not a
fairly,
foul. I'm not fouling you. How can you jump into me and call a foul?
Should have gone his way, may not go his way, because of the reputation. And I would like to see some of that implemented. Not be so quick to blow your whistle, depending on who it may be at times, because you have to get these guys to play a more traditional style of basketball. And there's a way to sell it, right? Like I said, you feel any contact. I have no problem with him getting a step on somebody and then, going into his shot knowing that they're going to try to make up ground to cut him off. That's smart basketball. But that pull-up on Jordan McLaughlin where he was up in the air and they called an and one and he fell down forward and it bounced in, that type of basketball, yes, I can see why people are getting frustrated.
Yeah, you go.
watching
That shit
Shai,
is
because
not.
Shai is
It's
good enough
unethical hoops.
without all of that, to excel. And we've seen at times where Marcus Smart gave him trouble, things like that. So they got more bodies to be able to do that. And I knew game 2 he would come into it flopping like this. And so, I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's taken away from his greatness right now, but people aren't going to truly appreciate his greatness if this is associated with it. Now, when we start talking about Jokic and Luka, yeah, those guys flop. And the thing is, and what I can say about Shai is he gets back on the defensive end. I see Shai come up with big blocks. I see him go down and play the other end.
And that's why people are mad. Shai can hoop. Shai's a hooper. Shai is great. And he's just too great to be foul baiting. You're going to get fouled naturally because you're so good. Nobody can guard you, bro. So that's what I think. That's why people are mad. He's too good to be doing that. Like, it's unethical hoops, like they be saying. Free throw. You got the free throw line. I turn on the game sometimes in the middle of the fucking second quarter, and he's shooting free throws. And it's like, nobody wants to see that, bro. It's not that you're getting fouled. It's how you're getting the fouls. Yeah, Jordan and all them shot free throws, but they got fouled naturally. You'll get fouled naturally too, bro. You're great. Just stuck. It was with the unethical hoops.
So it's not as egregious because if you see Jokic or Luka, they'll do it and they won't go to the other end of the court to make a play. Whereas Shai's not gonna give up. You know, he's gonna if you don't call it, he's gonna get down on the other end.
Yeah, he'll
And
play defense.
we saw him block Tyrese Halliburton's shot, you know, in a game at the Horn, and you know, getting big. Like I said, big blocks by the rim, big steals. He plays both ends, so I would say it's not as egregious because you're gonna see Shai go to the other end, but. You know, I don't think he needs that. More importantly, you know, some of the falls that he's taking, you could end up just coming down on a foot the wrong way, them calling that an intentional foul where you were falling forward and you jumped into the defender space instead of vice versa. That's why I'm saying you got to watch that type of stuff. It's not even safe to the defender or the offensive player that's in the air trying to sell the contact. So, you know, I'd just like to see the officials crack down on that a little bit more.
Yeah, also that too. It's not even safe.
And make these fines.
That's how
pretty
Kawhi
big
got hurt.
after the game. You know, if you rack up a certain amount of these,
You guys
I don't
getting
know,
into
man.
each other's
Like, they
space.
just need to turn into intentional fouls, and even if you don't call them in real time, you review the tape and you see just egregious flopping, that could eventually you get enough points like.
Hey man, SGA, you too great for that. Stop with the unethical hoops. You don't need to foul bait flopping on the ground like a goddamn fish and all that. Come on, OG. Thank you guys for watching Barnhouse Sports, and I'll get back to y'all with another video. Thank you.